Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
What's up?
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. We haven't made a video in so long. We couldn't even find the tripod. And now that we found it, Bryce is playing with it. It's a sword. So
Unnecessary
information. But we're back. We are in our home, as you can see. I did not post a empty home tour. One, because I don't know y'all like that. Like some of y'all could be creeps, and then y'all use my empty home tour as a layout to rob us. We're not doing that. So, but I will post a tour of the house once I get it where I want it to be. We're not unpacked, and it's just, yeah, we're just not unpacked, and I'm just not ready. But tell them what we're talking about today.
We're talking about starting the process of building or buying a home. We'll talk about a little bit of how we experience things, give you a little rundown, maybe a little tips on, how the process goes and what you need to look out for.
Yeah, y'all wrote me a lot, y'all wrote Bryce a lot. So if the shoe fits, wear it. Watch the video, don't ask us no more questions. We're tired. We are tired. We have answered probably the same question 6-7 times, and we're probably gonna do it again. So we're gonna make this video, everybody's gonna watch the video, and we're gonna be done. So we got all the tips and tricks. Stay tuned. All right, so the first thing that we want to talk about is the first step in building or buying a home. More so building. First step is
determining the location.
Yeah! Okay, so to determine your location, you really just want to see like where they're building. If you like that area, if you like the stuff that's in that area. The area that we moved to, I didn't like at first before we moved here. However, it was the only place that we could find a house. So that's where we live now. And now I like it. It's not bad.
Pretty dope.
I mean, there's lots of amenities around, so that's something that you basically need to look like, wow, I'm gonna have to live here for at least, like if you get a regular loan, it's 30 years, 32, 30 years? 30 years. So you're gonna have to live there for at least half of it, or you could sell it. But
after the first year, can't sell it right away. You gotta live in it.
Gotta sit in it. So you gotta make sure, like, are you close to your job? Do you have family? All of that stuff. Is there food around? Does DoorDash deliver? Who are your internet providers? Ours sucks.
Yeah. Some places only have one. Some people only have one option for electricity, water. Never get to choose.
I want to lean on your chair, but I almost fell. All right, that'll take us into the second thing, which is you want to determine your assets and your savings. Big Bank Hank over here got plenty of savings. Me, I'm poor. I ain't got nothing. Just kidding. But when it comes to, I don't know about how it is for if you buy a house that's pre-built, but when it comes to buying a house that is new construction, you have to pay earnest money. Earnest money. Are you tired?
No.
Am I boring you?
No, get on. Finish.
Earnest money is going to be used to reserve your home. Earnest money when we started was
$2,000.
Earnest money in our same neighborhood now is
$9,000.
It goes up. Get on the list as soon as you can. It ain't cheap out here. You gotta use that money to put your name on the list, and you need a check.
So for you young folks, never wrote a check, never learned how to write a check, you better learn how to write a check.
We didn't have a checkbook. He didn't have one for his account. I didn't have one for my account or our joint account. I ended up ordering checkbooks for the wrong account, and all the money had to come out of we had to transfer it to my account. So get a checkbook ahead of time. Be better than us.
For the record, when I say you young folks, we young too. We didn't know nothing about it.
I'm young.
28.
28.
Old as hell.
28.
I'm not 29 yet. Knock it off.
That's cute. Yeah, get a checkbook. What else did I? Oh. Anything that you do outside of your loan for upgrades, coming out of pocket immediately. So you're gonna write a check for that too. So have your money ready, have your savings ready. You can save over the process, like as you're building a house, you can save for like your down payment and stuff like that. But when they say, "Oh, you want to add this upgrade?" You have to pay. And everything's an upgrade. Everything.
Yeah. I mean, I would say go for it. Well, what we did is we went for size and stuff like structural changes rather than fixtures and faucets and sinks. We can always change all that stuff out later. You know, you always want a nice little fun DIY project. Unless you're boring as hell, then I'd say just
imagine
get the upgrades.
Being boring as hell, not want to do nothing to your house.
I mean, get the upgrades if you want the upgrades. If you got the funds for it, get it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you really want to save the money and get it. No, for real, save the money. I mean, but you know, some people don't listen, so.
You're right. We just here to advise.
Right. You know, if you want it, you got it, ball out. But I would recommend, you know, when you starting off, save at least 20K. 20K is like the min of like, well, it depends.
No, I think 20K is good.
Well, it depends on the price of your home. Honestly, like if you're in like the mid twos, I would say 15 at least.
If you in the mid twos, you hitting the jackpot.
No, for real. But you probably in the ghetto. Not gonna lie to you. But I would say 15. But like, you know, 3 starting out, 20K is like a nice starting point because it does fluctuate. You know, nothing stays the same. They don't always just be like, oh, this is your closing cost. This is your.
Oh my God, that is so important.
Yeah, this is your closing cost. This is your.
Save that. That's part 3. He gonna save that. He gonna tell y'all more about that later. Don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about that
my
right
bad,
now.
My bad. Data spill.
Yeah, that's too much. We're gonna stop it right now. All right, and for our last mini section of part 1 of building a home, you need to research your builder. So we personally went with KB Home. One of the reasons we went with KB versus other builders is because we didn't want to bid. So when you bid on a home, they're saying, hey, the house is worth this, but some rich ass person down the street is gonna bid and they got more money than you because they're like 50 and they got a savings. And so you gotta fight them. I'm not gonna fight them.
Unless you want a custom build, then you got like Drees and all them other people who do custom builds. But
well, they may have.
This ain't for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
This
y'all don't need no tips and tricks if you got Drees coming to build y'all home. Those are custom builders.
Y'all don't need to be here. Y'all in the wrong spot.
I'm saying.
Y'all need to.
These are first time buyers.
Let's get him some time to leave. All right, y'all should be gone. For our normal folks, research your builder. I didn't want to bid. He didn't want to bid. There was a neighborhood that we actually first looked at, and they were like, "Oh, the base price of the houses is like random number here, $360." But once you bid, people pay like $400, blah blah blah.
It just depends. We had a time because at this time Tesla was being built down here, so all the California people who just sold their $1 million homes coming down here with millions of dollars for their home. And they can bid, you know, 20K, 30K over. We can't do that. We didn't have that.
We're paying for a wedding.
So
put it in the house.
It just depends on your area. Honestly, some people don't bid that much. You might bid like 5K over, 10K over, but they was bidding 20 to 50K over asking price.
I didn't want to pay $1 over what it was worth. So, KB just did a interest list. So you put your name on a list. And then when it's your time to contract, they call you and they say, hey, it's your time to contract. And you say, cool. And that's when you give them your earnest money. You have to have your earnest money or they will say, oh, you ain't got it. I'm way too bad with this. And then you're screwed. You may not get a home. Or the prices will literally rise before you sign your contract. So it could be one price. I think our house went up.
Like 5K, something like that?
Before we signed our contract. We saw it at one price, and then it went up 5K, and then you still have to pay for your
lot premium, which is pretty much just where they're going to place your house in the community. So certain houses have different lot premiums. You got corner houses, which are pretty expensive. Then you have houses who don't have back neighbors, which those ran like 20K. But then you have those smaller lot premiums where you have back neighbors and side neighbors.
Which ain't that bad.
I mean, we ain't gonna speak on that.
Another day. Another time.
You know, you might have a minimum. Ours was about $3,500. It raised to $5K now since everything got more expensive.
They don't have any more fives. It's
Well, I'm
$9.
just saying, like, they start off pretty low if how early you get in.
Yeah. So basically, you have to account for all of these things. So if you say Bryce wasn't Bryce and he wasn't my man, this is in some far, far away land.
That lucky guy. I'm just kidding.
Say Bryce, was building on his own. He was like, hey, I'm ready to buy a house. I want to build a house today. Bryce needs to make sure that he, one, likes his neighborhood. Key factor. 2, knows what I have to offer because I'm his builder. That lucky guy. I got your ass. And then 3, he needs to make sure that he, one, has a checkbook, earnest money, and I'm going to tell you what it is because right now the market is shit. So don't advise to buy a house right now, but have your earnest money, have a checkbook, and have some money for your land because that's going to roll into your mortgage. So if your lender approves you for a certain amount, you got to factor in the house and the land and any upgrades you do. So.
And also HOA. I feel like everybody has HOA nowadays. So see what they're asking for monthly and see if it's worth it, honestly, because like ours ain't honestly worth it because we got a garden. We could have had a pool. We in Texas.
A garden, y'all.
What are we supposed to do with a garden?
We got a garden and all that shit is dry. All the vegetables is dried up. Yeah. I don't know who's supposed to be taking care of it.
Yeah, in Texas drought, and they got us with the garden. You could at least have a pool.
What a pool? A splash pad. I'll take a splash pad.
Something.
But
just research and see if you're getting the most out of your money.
Yeah.
Really.
So those are our tips and tricks. There were no tricks. Those were simply tips. Damn. It's been a while.
I couldn't afford no tricks.
You're freaky. But it has been a while. We are going to be coming back with more videos. Like I said, this is just part 1 of the starting points that y'all need to know when you are trying to build a home. I have a lot of followers that are in St. Louis. I do know of a few neighborhoods in St. Louis that are building. I will put those in the description below just to help y'all out so y'all can look into that builder. I don't know anything about that builder, but I can do a separate video on that. If y'all want, let me know. Our Instagrams are down here. I'll put Bryce's over there, mine over here. So follow us, ask us any questions. Actually, I lied. Don't ask us shit. Send us on topics on which y'all want to see on another video, and we will answer them all together because 9 times out of 10, y'all are asking the same thing. So we'll be back.
If you got a question, just write it in YouTube. We'll get to it. We'll see it.
Yeah, we'll be.
No need to write us personally.
I mean, you can write me personally. Bryce doesn't want to be.
I don't really answer my Instagram, so no need for all that. If you know me personally, you'll find me.
What the hell? If you know me personally, you'll find me. They're not gonna find you here. They're gonna find you on Instagram, which is why we put his name right there. Okay, but yes, we got part 2 and part 3 coming for this series. We also have some DIY projects. We got some pumpkins to carve because it is Spooktober. So we have to get that done. And then we're going to authentically deliver y'all more videos without telling y'all where we live. Yay! Woo! So, until next time, do you have any final words?
Nope. We out.